Depop is a godless abyss, and I'm here to slander it for it. This is a middle school boy's art project, and not even one that he put like a lot of effort into. This feels sort of like when you walk into an art museum and like they've got that one gallery full of modern art and all of it is just like a dot in the center of a canvas, like 3 stripes down the length of a canvas, and you're like, is that good? That's what I feel like looking at this t-shirt. Mitchell, I wish you could see how much your shirt is going for on Depop right now. $5 plus $3.75 shipping. You couldn't pay me that much to slide my feet into these crusty boys. You couldn't even hit these with some bleach, a peroxide rinse, a run through the washing machine before throwing them up to sell. The amount of foot sweat contained in the fibers of these socks. I imagine like pulling these things out of the bag when you get them and like sliding them on, and it's just like crunchy and stiff with the weight of all this grime soaked into the fabric. Another fun thing people like to do on Depop is just lie about whether or not things are vintage, and so you end up with stuff like vintage Angry Birds t-shirts. I don't know if this is supposed to make me feel decrepit and ancient, or if it's more reflective of the mind of a Depop seller and just how desperate they are. When did the Angry Birds movie come out? That was like, was it like 3 years ago? Last year I bought a sweatshirt on Depop, and the description it said it was vintage, and the pictures looked vintage enough. I get it in the mail. It looks great. I put it on, post it to my Instagram. Someone in the comments links me to the page of the artist who made the sweatshirt. The artist had released it just like 2 years ago, which like, it's a great sweatshirt, but would I have paid vintage prices for it if I had known? Okay, so I don't like making fun of handmade items. It makes me feel kind of like a bad person because I feel really bad like digging into things that someone spent a lot of time and effort making. But the pockets are something. The mismatched fabric is a whole nother thing. It's weird to me that they're so similar. Like, they're almost the same color, just barely, not quite. It's $34, which isn't a lot compared to most reworked pieces on the app, but we're just gonna move on. If you are in the mood to make yourself feel something, and not necessarily to feel anything that would be pleasant, I would recommend that you hop onto Depop and just go ahead and search vintage Carhartt. $100. Don't call it distressed when the word you're actually looking for is never been washed. The grease stains. You know what? I take it back. No amount of washing could like get this out of it. Carhartts are working clothes. This is probably some dude's garage jacket. That's like oil stains. It's like grease stains. It's never coming out. This is unsalvageable, my dude. At best, someone else could use it as their own work jacket, get it even dirtier. And this isn't all. The amount of listings like this, the amount of these listings, 120. I know those sleeves are crunchy. I know they're crunchy. I know you pull that thing off and your skin is just like greased up and slick with the residue of these slime stains. $120 is what you owe me in compensation for shipping this to me and making me see it with my own eyes. And like, here's the thing. A lot of these accounts are like successful accounts. You can see their amount of sales, you can see their reviews. People are buying these and are happy with them. Y2K mini plaid skirt, built-in shorts, fits like an extra small. Key phrase here being fits like an extra small, because it's not an extra small, it is a children's skirt. You can see the Justice logo on it, and Injustice is what this is. Put that back in your little sister's closet right now. Hurricane Katrina survivor. Something about this feels a little disrespectful to me. I can understand why someone who lived through it might wear a shirt like this, but for someone to just like be selling it for $65, don't know if I would have done this one myself. Maybe would have just left that one on the rack. It does come with pit stains though. I wonder if it's the pit stains of a Hurricane Katrina survivor. That might be what drove the price up so much. Y2K dress, $40. This would be all well and good if I hadn't already seen this dress 50 times before on much cheaper websites. Let's see how cheap it is when we go looking for it literally anywhere else. I know for a fact that I've seen this dress on YesStyle already because I have a coupon code with them, and it's where I got this shirt, this little top that I'm wearing right now, and it's very cool. And if you want to use my coupon code, I'll have it right here, and you can use my coupon code, and you can use my link in the description to the shirt that I have right now. It's very comfy and cute and good, and you can use my link in my code if you want to, and it's an affiliate link, so I make money off of it. If you use it, thank you. $12.96. This is even the same picture that she had on her pro. So this is just being drop shipped. She didn't even like find it or even buy it herself and just like decide she didn't like it. This is just straight up being drop shipped, which is another thing that happens a lot on this app. I want to know who this seller thinks is their market. Who is your target audience? Who exactly is paying for this? Vintage distressed workwear shirt. So, fun little update. I had to go and look up the company name that was on the patch on that shirt. Delta Disposals it was called. It literally is just a trash company in Louisiana. You can see the employees wearing this exact shirt on their homepage. So, knowing where exactly this shirt has come from makes me think a little bit more critically about all these stains I'm seeing on it. I don't know if I believe that you could have washed the smell out of that. I guess I'm just way out of the loop. I did not know that crochet bikinis were a whole thing until I went looking for stuff to use in this video. There are hundreds of listings for yarn crochet bikinis. I first saw these and I was like, oh, okay, so like you just wear it if you want to lounge but not swim, I guess. That could be cute. But no, a lot of these listings specifically say they're for swimming. The thought of sopping wet yarn hanging off of my skin, it has to be so heavy. Like, do they even stay in place? Even if you didn't wear it in the water, how much sweat would these retain? They're apparently very popular. I might just be overthinking this a little too much. Are people just buying these to take Instagram pictures in? You can be honest. You can be honest with me. If you've bought one of these, did you do anything with it other than take a picture for Instagram? You can be honest with me, come on. One of the worst things about this Y2K resurgence is that I've been forced to see all of these popcorn tops again. I could make the amount of stuff I saw when I was going through the Y2K tag. If I do another Depop slander video, I feel like it's just going to be dedicated to Y2K. Vintage 9/11 World Trade Center attack jacket. I'm not sure if I have a lot to say about this one. I sort of just wanted someone else to see this with me. This just feels like a bit of a weird topic to be profiting off of. Not only are these the ugliest shoes I've ever seen, but they've been priced up to $50. These are SO shoes, SO being like a Kohl's brand. Their average shoe runs at about $20, brand new. Somehow slapping that price tag on it has made them even worse to the eyes. You could threaten me with a knife, and I don't know if I would be willing to slide my feet into someone else's grimy toe printed shoes. Not everything needs to be reused. Sometimes we can just reduce and recycle. I don't like making fun of handmade items, but sometimes bullying is good for the character growth. Almond milk cartons aside, the craftsmanship isn't even, like, the edges are sort of wonky. It's just looking a little bit messily done. I could almost forgive the concept if the execution had been there. It took 7 hours to make. Now I feel worse. Okay, let's move on. I can't do this. Okay, let's move on. I feel bad. This is a crime. These have been gnawed on. These have been, it says in the description, this is the culprit. These got chewed on, and they still put them up for sale. $30 for a pair of chewed up kink shoes. The audacity to even attempt, like, who do you think would buy these? Again, like, who is your imagined demographic? The same seller was responsible for this abomination. This is foul. These pictures were all taken inside the thrift store dressing room. Did the seller not even buy the, like, were they like, is this like the new drop shipping method? Like, they're waiting for someone to actually agree to buy it off them before they'll buy it off the thrift store? You couldn't even wait. You couldn't even wait till you got home to take the pics. And finally, I feel bad for including these in a Depop abominations video, because honestly, if I saw anyone in person walking by me in these boys, I would have no choice but to believe they were the coolest person alive. Platform Crocs. What if I bought these? What then? Anyway, this has been fun. It makes me so angry, but like in a very fun way. If you have any Depop monstrosities that you found on your own, I would love to see them. I would love to do another video like this. These are so much fun to make. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.